If she wants to survive in this social circle, she better learn to fall in line.
This season, I'm coming for everything. I want it all.
There's a meeting in my basement. That is exactly what Brandi is saying about Duffy staying in her basement and being ungrateful for bringing her to the show. We have got another instance of a cast member who is going off about bringing another cast member onto the show and what loyalty means. And we're about to get all the way into it, and I want to know your opinions. But first things first, if you guys happen to see that intro, that is the intro trailer for my new book series, The Wickedest Wives, Desiree's Desire. It's available now on Audible, on ebook, hardback, and paperback. I was about to say Kindle, but Kindle and ebook are pretty much almost the same thing. So anyway, yes, go on Amazon. Please download. Please leave me a review so people can know how good this book is and what you like about it and what you want to see next as I'm finishing up book 2. Now, let's get into the review, baby. Basketball Wives. What is this? Season 10, episode 20. Okay. We are on episode 20, y'all. 20. All right. So what would I rate this episode? I'm gonna rate this episode I'm gonna rate it an 8. I'm gonna rate it an 8. I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna rate it an 8. It's certain things I just didn't feel like I was really believing. Okay. And I don't know. I mean, on certain shows, I do believe that there's a little bit of acting going on. I do. And I don't know. This Jackie and Jennifer thing, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. I want to know y'all thoughts on it. But I got to give it a little side eye. You know what I'm saying? I got to give it a little side eye. And British causing all the controversy in this episode. She is the reason why Duffy and Brandi are in an even worse space than they were last week. So let's get into it. So Jackie is studying for her real estate exam, and she's still hurt from Jennifer's remarks from the open house, right? From when Jennifer said something to the effect about how she don't even know why she did that open house because they would have gave the white girls from Selling Sunset, something better. You know what I'm saying? Something more high end and something more luxe. But again, I go back to the statement that Jackie is looking to help serve underserved communities with finding housing that's affordable. So, yeah, I mean, if it was on the lower end of what, one would find, it really isn't that important as much as, to me, the fact that did Jackie do the right things in trying to sell the house, right? Did she say the right things? Did she, use the proper terminology? Because as much as you can study as Jackie is doing for the real estate exam, what I can tell you that I know from watching and being out there with the, flipping the houses and stuff like that is a lot of what you learn in those books. Yeah, it's great to know, but there's a whole different ball game when you go into the actual real estate business. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Anyway, Jackie is preparing a charcuterie board, okay? Not to be confused with my charcuterie board or charcuterie board, as it's supposed to be called. But for Jackie, it's just based. Listen, she doing the best she can, and it's meats and veggies on a platter, okay? So anyway, Duffy stops by. They recap the smash room, and Jackie calling Jennifer a giraffe. How Jennifer got up and model walked and whatnot, and now Jackie is second guessing herself after Jennifer told her that they would give them white girls the better houses on Selling Sunset. I've already gone on a diatribe about that in the last episode, so I won't repeat that here. Duffy thinks that Jackie might need some therapy, but she's not gonna say nothing about it because she feel like Jackie all over the place. Apparently, British saw Duffy reposting something Malaysia posted. Malaysia posted something that I guess Duffy is selling like a band or something like that, a workout band or something. And so Duffy reposted what Malaysia posted. So British, for some reason, has a problem with it because she feels like she shouldn't be posting something if Brandi and Malaysia aren't cool and Duffy is. It to me is screaming, girl, mind your business. You got enough problems of your own with this ankle monitor and trying to figure out how to cover it up, that you should not have to be worried about stirring the pot between two friends who have been friends forever. Okay. So British is actually making an issue where Brandi really doesn't have an issue. That's the problem. This is British's issue for Brandi, but she should just mind her own business. For real, for real. Because Jackie asked, like, did you post that out of spite? She's like, I posted it because the girl posted my business. Why would I not market my own business if somebody else is marketing it for me? Like, that's crazy to me. Just because you falling out with somebody, you falling out with me. So my thing is, I'm posting my business. Listen, I got friends that I don't know if I got friends that some of my other friends don't like, to be honest with you. But I definitely got friends of that I don't like some of their friends, but it doesn't matter to me. Like, if that's your business, post it. I don't even care. Like, you being friends with somebody I don't like, I'm grown. I don't have to be around them. You do. So that's on you. British, you need to mind your own business. All right. Now, again, I'm coming down on British, but she was very active in this episode. So I did enjoy that. Anyway, Jackie invites Duffy up to Sacramento for a girls' trip to experience her home life. So then Brandi stops by Angel's to check on her daughter. We found out that, her daughter was hospitalized. They checked for tumors. She didn't have a tumor. Angel and these earth-sized earrings are back. She is jingling, baby, with the earrings. Okay, this is Angel in every confessional. I'm like, girl, like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why? Okay, I know I have no reason to be talking about this lady's earrings. She can wear what she want to wear. She is grown. If she want to stretch the earlobe out to the point of no return, stretch it, boo. But they just be so big. I feel like the earring take up more screen on than she do. I got to look at earring and I'm trying to look at her face. I can't even see the background because the earring is so big. The earring is all that's in the camera shot. You know what I'm saying? The earring arrives before she does. The earring is still there when she leaves. Okay, it's just a lot of earring, and I don't know like how an ear can support all of that heavy dangle. Okay, it just doesn't. It boggles my mind every time I see it, and I know y'all are tired of me talking about it. But somebody please riddle me how you don't ever feel like your ears are in danger of falling off. So anyway, everybody telling Angel she needs some therapy. I really can't speak on this because I know nothing about postpartum, but it sounds like therapy might be a good idea. Brooke looking snatched, okay? Snatched. Okay, she said, I'm gonna show this man what he missing. She go to meet her ex-husband and he doing that talk, trying to woo her back in. Now, I don't really, I think we saw one scene of him earlier part of the season, back a couple of months ago. Then we learned that he had, allegedly cheated on her and whatnot. So my thing is this. I do not have the mindset that because a person cheats in a relationship, that should be a deal breaker for them. Because when people are married, that is a whole different ball game, right? Your give and take for a lifelong commitment, in my opinion, has to be broader than the limited scope of a certain type of mistake. But that certain type of mistake really depends on what you can tolerate at that point, right? So it's really about what Brooke can tolerate. And it seems like based on their conversation, like she might be opening the doors because he's trying to work his way back in. But it still seems like those divorce papers are on somebody's desk. Have they been signed? I don't know. But if if you want to take him back, Brooke, I don't know the man like that yet, so I don't know. That's on you. If the man can prove to you that he's gonna do right by you and not do you like he was doing before, then maybe you guys will grow stronger out of it, and maybe he will be a changed person. Only time will tell, but it will tell. Okay. Brandi meets Jason and Doug and Jackie. Brings her husband Jason along with Doug and Jackie because really she wants him to bond with Doug, who is also a coach. Jason is trying to get into coaching. So I enjoyed seeing a scene like this. We have never really seen a scene like this on a show called Basketball Wives, where you have the actual wives and the actual basketball players who played in the league together on a double date. I don't think we have ever seen this before. More of this, please. It just helps legitimize the franchise in a way that we haven't seen in ages. More of this, please. I mean, I don't remember half of what they talked about, to be honest with you. It's in my notes, but I mean, who really cares? It's Basketball Wives and the basketball husbands that they married. Like, I mean, this is what we're here for a little bit, you know? I do feel like this season, whoever is doing the production is doing much better at storytelling, okay, than the first half of the season. Much better. Like, I'm looking for stories, okay? Not to be confused with the stories, as I feel like Jennifer is giving us at the end. And by the stories, I mean Young and the Restless, Days of Our Lives, General Hospital, and I think that's all that's left. And let me know if it's something else out there that's still on, because I think all the other ones they didn't try to take away. So anyway, British meets Duffy for some basketball. Now, this is where I got a problem with British. British got this issue where she feel like Duffy shouldn't be posting Malaysia because Brandi and Malaysia are on the outs at this or something or other. We don't never know if they on the outs or they on the ends. Okay. So Duffy should definitely not be that involved, especially as grown adults, to be quite honest with you. And if the girl is doing her a solid by posting her brand, what the heck does British have to do with anything? That's what British needs to learn about business. No, low key is, girl, listen. Ooh, I was going to say something. Let me actually say it. Okay. Hold on. Because I feel like if I say it with these glasses on, I ain't really saying it. Okay. It's shady me saying it. Okay. My thought on this is this. If you, okay, were a bit more concerned with doing the business in the way that Duffy is doing it, okay, then maybe you won't be in the situation that you or facing the allegations from these charges in the way that you currently are. So the way that the Duffy is conducting business is actually the way that it should be done. Okay. Now, Lord, I hope you are innocent. I pray that you are innocent. I do. Because the last thing I want to see is somebody having to go away and be away from their kids and their loved ones. But the thought is, if the case is at the federal level, then it's likely that they have a rock solid case. But I don't know. I am not a lawyer, and this video is for entertainment purposes only, and all content is alleged. But allegedly, if you do business like Duffy doing it, then you will probably not have to worry about doing business any other type of way. Okay? So now that I've said that, I had to get it off my mind. Sometimes I have to, sometimes I keep it PC on this channel because, my mama be watching. And I just feel like I got to represent myself in a way that I can live with, okay? That I can sleep at night, and that when my mama watched this, she not gonna call me and say, son, we're gonna have a talk about the way I raised you. But sometimes I got to come on down to the level and keep it 100% for real and give it to people straight. Because British, you ain't had no business jumping up into this business, and then you are the one that continue to hammer at Duffy about her loyalty. And basically, in my opinion, Duffy was saying, when it comes down to business, I don't owe Brandi no loyalty at that point. It didn't have nothing to do. It really, I felt like what she was saying was it didn't have nothing to do with Brandi. Because she said Brandi and Malaysia were in a good place at the time. Duffy and Malaysia were in a good place at the time. British, see your way out of it. Go and deal with your stuff. Take Angel Brinks to therapy. Like, do something else. Get some wide leg pants, cover that ankle monitor, and keep it pushing, girl. Keep it pushing. Anyway, so the girls hang out down to the marina. It's Jackie, British, and Brooke. And Brooke reveals she kind of saw her ex, her man, and they something might be going on. Anyway, they talk about how Jen told the group that Jackie needs to stop talking about people behind their backs, and Jackie feels like she owes her a clean apology. So then British reveals that Duffy said that she ain't got no loyalty. She don't have no loyalty to Brandi. She didn't give the full context of the conversation, to be honest with you. And now Brooke and Jackie is all up in arms, and they're like, "Oh, well, are you loyal to Brandi? Does that mean that does she don't have to be loyal to Duffy?" Okay. So of course, British got to tell Brandi. All right. British takes Angel to the postpartum group. This was a very nice scene. I think that Angel has plenty of story for this show. It provides balance. It offers a look at motherhood and the things that happen along with motherhood, and I feel like I like to see it. I mean, there's that. British takes Brandi out for a Ponderosa and basically lets her know, that Duffy says she don't owe her no loyalty. Now, Brandi tells us she wasn't even mad about the post. But now what she mad about is the fact that Duffy says she don't owe her no loyalty. See, again, it's context that's missing. The way British didn't tell these people how she came at Duffy. And so all they getting is the effect of what British said to Duffy. Now, granted, maybe Duffy shouldn't have said it like that. Maybe she shouldn't have, but I do feel like this was British stirring the juice, okay? And so now Brandi's like, this girl was sleeping in my basement when I brought her to this show, okay? I cannot believe she said that she shouldn't have no loyalty to me. I brought her here. I did this, I did that. And in my mind, I was thinking, now, Brandi, I enjoy Brandi when she's not in conflict. Brandi not in conflict. I like seeing her with her man. I like seeing her on the couples dates. I feel like she also legitimizes this show by being the wife of a former basketball player. Like, she's on the show. She's still married to the man. So I feel like she has a rock solid place on this show. Beautiful woman, banging body, wardrobe on point. But when she is in conflict, she is out of control. Now, the same level of loyalty that she talking about Duffy should have had is the same level of loyalty she should have had for Malaysia, who fought for her to stay on this show, who brought her back around, who risked her relationships at the expense of trying to bring Brandi back into the fold for a show that Malaysia started on, to be quite honest with you. So I'm kind of confused about how now you are now the person who has to have all the loyalty to you, okay, when it comes down to Duffy and her business. First of all, are you paying for her? Are you buying up all the products? Are you posting Duffy's products? Okay. Are you making Instagram posts about the girl's business? Are you helping her pay her bills? If you are not, then no, she does not owe you loyalty in that regard. Period. Now, up in Sacramento, Doug is making salmon. All the ladies arrives, and we find out that Brooks, man, been wearing her down. Like we knew he was going to. Anyway, Brandi is keeping it chill because she don't want to get into it with Duffy on Jackie and Doug's weekend. British makes some jokes, a bad joke about being on the run. Girl, that ain't what you want to joke about. So Jackie has a nice rooftop spread. And I forgot to mention that there was a conversation between Jackie and Jennifer where Jackie headed over to Jennifer's house. She apologized sincerely. They wanted to start over. And Jennifer just told her, don't be calling me names behind my back. Don't call me names, right? So they seemed like they was on a good foot. I forgot to mention that earlier. But I'm glad I mentioned it now because they're not going to be on a good foot for long. Basically, Jackie is inviting them all to dinner at the Christie's house. So everybody has to, now go down to their room. Everybody's in Sacramento, even Angel, right? They ain't gonna last because she's gonna leave next week. Anyway, spoiler alert. But everybody got nice rooms. Duffy got a banging room. You know what I'm saying? She got a suite. But Jennifer got, a mangy deluxe room like the rest of the ladies. But she just don't have a little lounge. And she is like, do I look like a deluxe type of woman? No, I don't. I wear Chanel, baby. I am not deluxe. You are not going to put me in a basic hotel room. What I look like? Hey, girl, what you look like is if you got the coin, pay for it, okay? If they make it in your size when you got the coin, if you got the coin, go on up to the presidential suite, okay? If you got the coin, go on over to the Ritz. If you got the coin and you don't like where you stand and somebody else provided it for you, go someplace else. You got the coin, sell some Chanel, and go on over to someplace else. But you blaming Jackie for this, so she calling Jackie and she making a big deal to everybody else. Do I look like some type of deluxe B? And Jackie's like, are you kidding me right now? I'm going to wear you out when I see you. I'm going to clown you when I see you. And Jennifer is talking big talk. And I'm thinking to myself, where was this Jennifer years ago when them girls was running around the table trying to slap her? Okay. I needed that Jen then. But that's what also makes it seem so odd because I'm like, Jen is real big and bold and bad against Jackie Christie, okay? Now, we didn't see Jackie Christie go after quite a few people on this show. And, I had thought for 1 second there, even Evelyn had met her match, okay? But she definitely not a match with OG. But anyway, that's a different story. But what I will say is, I don't know. It was just given, are you really mad, Jen? Or is this an act? Y'all let me know in the chatterization down below, and I will catch y'all in the next video. So I'm Richie Skye, the author and publisher of The Wickedest Wives, Desiree's Desire, which is book 1 in a series. This book is about redemption. It's the story of a disgraced journalist who has lost everything, and now she has to rebuild her life brick by brick. And what better way to do that than to join a reality TV show? Why not? Now, not only are we talking reality TV, so there's gonna be scandal, there's gonna be a little bit of deception, backstabbing, a little romance, and why not throw in a sprinkle of murder to really round out the excitement? So I really want you guys to dive headfirst into these books. Desiree's Desire is just the first of many to come. So I'm super excited for you guys to read this, and I want to know exactly what you think. So be sure to follow, like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more.